Inherited money but no idea what to do. Hi. I need help. I lost my dad last week from alcoholism and he left me 140k. My mom is gone too, so I don't have anyone to ask how to manage this. I haven't told my aunts, uncles or cousins, BC they're somewhat poor and already asking me for money. I'm 40, make around 100k a year, have 20k left on my car and 10k in credit cards. No savings or retirement. I've told one friend I trust, and she says I should pay off all my debt first, then start an IRA or 401k at a minimum. She also said not to tell anyone. She helped me put into a savings account for now that pays interest. Any advice on what to do? Don't tell your aunts and uncles. That's a quick way to lose money. Your friend is pretty much spot on. Pay off all debt, put 6-12 months of your monthly budget into his so I use Discover and max out 2023 Roth IRA. Any extra I would put into target date mutual funds. QQQ, SPY, and a few other funds are a good start. Sorry for your loss. Also don't tell your family anything. Or just say he left just enough to cover the funeral. 140k isn't going to lead to any obvious lifestyle inflation, but family is going to claim they are owed something or have a right to something. If you tell them you have it and don't share, they will not like you, or will lean on the family relationship. Just don't tell anyone. Write a thank you note to your friend. Then follow their advice. I'm sorry for your loss. You Bubba's cheeks outlined what you should do. Pay off all debt starting with the highest interest rate first, then put 6 months in a high-yield savings account for emergencies, and then invest the remainder in a low-cost, broad market ETF. My favorite SAVU, VTI, and FZROX. Walk away and let it grow for the next 40 years. You say you are 40 with no retirement but you make 100k. Does your employer not offer a 401k? If they do, beyond investing your windfall, you should now be signing up for your employer's 401k if available, and especially if there is a company match. Use the windfall to pay off your debt, but it isn't going to be enough or have enough time to grow to an amount that will entirely fund your retirement. Take the monthly amount you were using on your debt and invest that too. Don't give or loan your family a dime. Do not. Do not. Do not. If your dad wanted them to have money, he would have. What your friend said is great advice. VTI, QQQ, SPY, FTSAX are great wealth building investments. You can't go wrong with either of them. Hey, sorry for your loss. My dad recently passed away due to alcoholism as well, and I also inherited around the same amount as you. I suggest paying off any high-interest debt, then build an emergency fund 3-6 months or expenses saved, and dump the rest of the money into an IRA account. You can choose to invest either a target date mutual fund, or invest in an index fund such as QQQ or SPY. Also, don't tell your friends or family how much you received in inheritance. If they ask, you can say you received some, but don't feel obliged to give out any numbers. Your friend knows what she's talking about. You should pay off your car and CC but keep your mortgage payment, as you can write off that interest. Pay off all debt, take some to have a little spending cash, put the rest in retirement, or have a high-yield savings account. Pay off any debts, open an individual stock account and put it in SPY. Leave it alone until you need it. Agation. Sorry you lost your dad. XO. 1. Pay off all your debt. Never borrow. 2. Set some aside for taxes because there will be taxes. A quality tax advisor such as HR Block or TurboTax software can tell you how much that will be. 3. Spend the remainder on housing. If you have a mortgage, pay it down. If you don't, buy a house with as large a down payment as you can. If you already have a house with no mortgage, buy another one and rent it out. Do not tell your family. Your friend's advice was spot on. You are debt-free with $110,000 left for a down payment on a house. What your fiend said is spot on, she is wise. Sorry for your loss. Your friend's recommendations are good. Max out the 401k or IRA if you can. You definitely want to build up as much retirement savings as possible if you haven't got anything put away yet. I saw some advice once. Ring all your aunts and uncles and ask to borrow 4k. When they say no, act cool. The next week tell them about the inheritance and they won't ask you for a cent. Do not spend it. Pay off your credit cards. Learn basic personal finance because credit cards are dumb. Follow your friend's advice. Try Schwab, they have an AI that invests your money for you. Download the app on your phone, sign up, move money over to account, ignore for a few years, profit. This is only after you pay off your debt because that will affect your sign up. Pay off your debts and talk with a financial planner. Does your company offer a 401k? Max that out with your paycheck and draw from your inheritance to make up the monthly cost of living difference. Your goal should be to build up as much tax-advantaged retirement savings as possible. Obviously, pay off the debts, create a small emergency fund, and invest the remainder in an IRA brokerage account in target date funds or index funds. Buy treasuries at 5. That's a healthy down payment on a home. Real estate will always be a good investment. I'd pay off the CC, if the car note is under 5 I'd leave it. I'd speak with an accountant first to find out the best plan for tax benefits. I usually don't recommend 401ks because taxes will never be lower than they are today, but I'm also not a financial advisor. Talk to a professional. Wow, your friend deserves a high five for nailing it. Sorry for your loss too. Money with wings, rocket. Start an IRA, max it out over the next few years until you've just layered it into your retirement savings. Don't spend it on anything that will increase your cost of living, 100k goes pretty quick. Also don't let your family know at all. This will cause a big rift. Bogleheads. After you pay your debt and put 1 year's worth away in a high-interest savings account, if investing isn't your thing you could always consider CDs with a 4-5 return. For right now, put it in a high-yield savings account and let it sit for 6 months or, better yet, a year. This will give you time to sort through your father's death and time to consider different investment possibilities. Both Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps and The Money Guy's Financial Order of Operations and great step-by-step plans for financial planning beginners. They're not super sophisticated, but that's not what you need right now. I'm sorry bud, TBH, I know I'll be in your shoes sometime in the next 15 years. I've seen extended family harm each other my whole life when someone passed away. Future you will really appreciate the money you have then a lot more than your family members will ever appreciate it now. Good luck. Pay off CC and put the rest in index funds for retirement. Jeppy and Jep have nice dividend returns. 50k in either one net you around $370 a month or more. All bad debts, credit card and car loans and emergency fund have the highest priority before any investment. Then investments that can grow tax-free like a Roth IRA. Nothing wrong with your friend's advice. That's enough money to keep the wolf away from the door. That's all. Don't change anything about your lifestyle. Do not tell anyone you have this money. They will suck you dry. Listen to your friend. Pay off your debt. Max out a Roth and IRA. Save the rest in a HISA and tell no one. I am very sorry for your loss. Your friend is spot on. Sit down with someone and look at options. Sleep on it before making any decisions and park money short term until you're 100% certain. Sorry for your loss. Pay off your debt. Put the rest of it into a savings account for 12 months. Allow a period to grieve before any big financial decisions.